The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. Taking it about the 1. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. And with a play clock at 3, we'll get a signal and a timeout on the whistle. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. 33 yards that time. Sometimes the one-handed catches are unnecessary, but he was trying to ward off the defender with the other, so maybe that was just a good play.
So that tells you that not only do they imagine those types of catches, they actually work on them with defenders jostling them in order to keep their concentration and haul it in.
And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another first down there.
And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's second down. Cook up the gut. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, Cousins. And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen from 17 yards out. And the Vikings take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now. But I guess when you're hot, you're hot. I mean, I would just go ahead and take the extra point and move on, but apparently they've got something to prove. Almost feels like something was said this week, and they wanted to make sure that they laid it on them in this game.
And Patterson not going to return this. It'll come out to the 25. First chance for the Commanders' offense now as they head out for their opening series of the second half. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is going to lose yardage here. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Heineke. Escaping the pressure right. To the right side and complete to Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 39. 17 yards that time, and a Washington first. And the play fake, and now Heineke throws the out route and completes it to Samuel. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Throwing, Heineke. That's out to the flat for Gibson. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it, and it'll be second down. A give up the middle to Gibson, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety and being able to hit people with the run in the pass, but in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right, it might go to them in this game.
I like that, MVU. Well done.
Here's Heineke. Buying time to his left. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. For this offense, Charles, remember the last time they were out here, marched it nearly the full length of the football field, and a lot of the attack went through the air, so now they're seeing if they can duplicate that performance.
Okay, if I show my age a little bit, partner, because I can hear my high school coach, John Ford. I can hear his voice in my head. Laddie, when you put the ball...
A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. First down, here's the run with Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 57 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Here's Cousins. This is caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll run with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook punching it in from a yard away. And the Vikings have sewn this one up as they add to their lead here in the fourth. Joseph connects on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now Heineke on 4th down. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. And he will be taken down, but it's a big play and a conversion for Washington on 4th down. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A run here for J.D. McKissick. Gets around him. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Now Heineke. Dotson has it. Touchdown, Commanders. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Extra point by Sly is up and good. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
It certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted. so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps just because they can.
A second down throw for Cousins.
Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
Picked off at the 38.
On 1st and 10, Heineke.
Steps away to his left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down. Looking to throw. He gets it to Thomas. Just a gain of a couple there. And that'll bring up second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
On 3rd down, Heineke.
Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Fourth down, Heineke.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead.
Following the interception, Cousins.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Cousins. They shakes him off. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. Cousins here to throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings. From the gun, here's Cousins. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Cousins.
Now, a quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, they're up comfortably here, Charles, but that lead certainly not dissuading them from pressing the envelope late. I mean, if anything, with these passes, it's like they're getting more aggressive to try to drive the ball downfield.
And that will certainly lend itself to some post-game questions for that coach, and maybe you and I should attend that press conference and see what he has to say, because someone's going to ask him why he continued to push it. My guess? He didn't like how some of the snaps were run earlier, and he wanted to use that as a chance to clean things up. But he certainly will have some explaining to do.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
I thought they might take a shot down the field, but instead they ran a little drag route there. I think they were hoping he could catch it and run away from the defender. But a really good job keeping the play in front of them, and they force a 4th down.
ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts,
as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Heineke now. That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively, and it's 2nd down.
I have a few questions about that throw because to me there just wasn't a lot there. I thought he tried to do a little bit too much, almost tried to will a receiver open when there was no chance he was going to be. Nice job by the linebacker being all over that one and knocking it away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Again, it's Heineke.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 32. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
Well, they came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the 4th.
Yeah, and it was apparent that they were the better team, right? We figured that out pretty early. But give them a lot of credit for staying with it. They didn't stumble around out there. They didn't create a lot of errors for themselves because they were the superior team. They took care of business and closed them out pretty quickly.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Cousins now.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off right around the 43. And he'll get this back to the 32-yard line.
One last shot now for Heineke. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though?